Namaste. Today we will look at the story involving the Pandavas and the Yaksha. A Yaksha is a playful nature spirit. This is one of the most profound stories from the Mahabharata. During their 13 years of exile, the Pandavas roamed through forests facing many hardships. One day, they were extremely tired and thirsty after a long journey. As they searched for water, Sahadev, the youngest of the Pandavas, climbed a tree and spotted a lush green patch in the distance, indicating the presence of water. Yudhishthira sent Nakula to fetch water. Nakula reached the beautiful lake, surrounded by blooming lotuses and crystal clear water. Just as he was about to drink, he heard a mysterious voice. "O Nakula, this lake belongs to me. You may drink only after answering my questions. Otherwise, you shall die." Nakula, exhausted and parched, ignored the warning and drank the water. Instantly, he collapsed lifeless. When Nakula did not return, Sahadeva went next, only to meet the same fate. Arjuna and Bhima followed, but in their pride and impatience, they also ignored the warning and drank the water. One by one, they all fell unconscious, their lifeless bodies lying near the lake. When none of his brothers returned, Yudhishthira himself went to the lake. He was shocked to see his four brothers lying motionless. Overcome with sorrow, he wondered what could have caused their deaths. As he stepped towards the water, the same mysterious voice echoed, "Do not drink before answering my questions, O Yudhishthira, or you too shall die." Unlike his brothers, Yudhishthira paused. He realized that this was no ordinary event and humbly replied, "Please ask your questions. I shall answer to the best of my ability." The Yaksha posed several questions to Yudhishthira. Here are some of those questions posed by the Yaksha and the answers given by Yudhishthira. The Yaksha, who was actually Yama, the god of death, disguised as a celestial being, began asking a series of questions. First, the Yaksha asked, "What is heavier than the earth?" Yudhishthira replied, "A mother's love is heavier than the earth." Second, the Yaksha asked, "What is higher than the heavens?" Yudhishthira replied, "A father's truth and duty are higher than the heavens." Third, the Yaksha asked, "What is faster than the wind?" Yudhishthira replied, "The mind is faster than the wind." Fourth, the Yaksha asked, "What is more numerous than the stars?" Yudhishthira replied, "Worries and human desire are more numerous than the stars." Fifth, the Yaksha asked, "What is the greatest dharma or duty in the world?" Yudhishthira replied, "To be truthful and to follow righteousness is the highest dharma." The Yaksha asked, "What is the greatest wonder in the world?" Yudhishthira replied, "Day after day, countless people die, yet the living believe they will live forever. This is the greatest wonder." Seventh, the Yaksha asked, "What is the most valuable possession of a man?" Yudhishthira replied, "Wisdom and contentment are a man's greatest wealth." Eighth, the Yaksha asked, "Who is truly alive?" Yudhishthira replied, "One who is free from debts and who eats with contentment is truly alive." Ninth, the Yaksha asked, "What is real happiness?" Yudhishthira replied, "Real happiness comes from contentment, not from material wealth." 10th, the Yaksha asked, "Who is the most powerful enemy of man?" Yudhishthira replied, "Anger is the greatest enemy, for it destroys wisdom and leads to destruction." This way, Yudhishthira kept answering every question that the Yaksha asked. Impressed by Yudhishthira's wisdom and humility, the Yaksha revealed himself as Yama, the god of death. As a reward for his righteousness, Yama offered to revive one of his brothers. Without hesitation, Yudhishthira chose Nakula, his step-brother, instead of choosing Bhima or Arjuna. Yama was astonished. He asked, "Why did you choose Nakula instead of Bhima, who is the strongest, or Arjuna, who is the greatest warrior?" Yudhishthira replied, "My father had two wives, Kunti and Madri. I am Kunti's son, and Nakula is Madri's son. I want both mothers to have at least one surviving son. This is justice." Yama was deeply moved by Yudhishthira's fairness and virtue. As a blessing, he revived all four Pandavas and granted them strength. From this story, we learn, first, wisdom and patience lead to survival. Unlike his brothers, Yudhishthira listened, thought carefully, and responded wisely. Second, truth and righteousness are the greatest virtues. Yudhishthira's honesty earned him the favor of the gods. Third, fairness and selflessness define true leadership. Yudhishthira chose Nakula over his own full brothers, showing impartial justice. Fourth, material wealth is temporary. Knowledge and contentment are true riches. The Yaksha's questions reveal the essence of a meaningful life. This is one of the most revered episodes of the Mahabharata, showcasing why Yudhishthira was known as Dharmaraj, or the king of Dharma. Do let me know your comments below. Namaste.